Hey, everybody, it's me, Edward Jones. Everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. Was Coach Prime wrong in what he said? So I watched the video a few days ago about he was talking about certain attributes that make for quality players and different make for quality players in different positions. He was talking about college football, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said with quarterbacks, they got to come from a two-parent home, got to be smart. He said they had like a 3.5 GPA, not making bad decisions off the field, and he said because they have to lead the team, that they're leading men, so they can't be they have to have a good head on their shoulders. Um, I think with the offensive linemen, he said at least three. No, same thing. Co-parents, 3.0. This 3.0 GPA, and I think that's because now, mind you, I can watch football. I don't have the best knowledge of football. I'll admit that, but I do understand. Why I can't understand. But from what he said, I can understand what he was talking about. Like when he said the offensive lineman, they have to be able to follow the orders that the quarterback. They have to follow the plays the quarterback runs with, and so they have to be able to coordinate themselves on the field to look to know what the quarterback going to throw the ball, is he going to run it. Like I said, I have a very basic knowledge of football. So with the offensive linemen, they have to have certain attributes. They have to be able to take orders. So yeah, they too have to have a level head, have a level head on their shoulders. When he came to when he said defensive lineman, I I busted out laughing. He said single mom, trying to get it on free lunch, just just hard living, and he's catching flack for saying that. My understanding is he's catching flack for because he's basically saying that I guess to try and make it say like his comments are racist. And what I think is interesting because he didn't say I didn't hear him say anything about race. Not in the videos I saw. Um, what I think is going on is so when the way you can spot people who are actually racist, they jump the gun when they jump the gun and on when they hear certain types of information when they quickly make assumptions without not even really digging deep to try to come to a conclusion. But when they hear certain key words, they automatically jump to a conclusion, and they feel butthurt because they're claiming that so and so is this or that or the other when really it's them. So they're projecting. When he says so, it's like basically saying single mother is code for black college players. From my understanding of a defensive line, they're just a wall. They're just a body, and their job is to either stop the quarterback or stop the offensive line from receiving the ball, or to just serve as like they interrupt the flow. They interrupt the flow of the quarterback and the offensive lineman of the other team. So the defensive linemen are just basically they're like shields. But he's saying that the mindset that you have to be able to take that position from what he's seen, someone who knows the ins and outs of football far better than I ever will. He said that's typically where they come from. And actually, someone pointed out in the comment section of one of the videos, they said that that's actually a position he played. So someone was saying that he actually was talking about himself. But people were quick to say that he was basically digging into if not black players that come from single parent homes. Because one thing he said they got they're trying to save mama. They're trying to get mama in a better position. They made twist. I believe they're twisting it to say that he's actually talking down on single black mothers. Like again, he didn't say anything about race. He said single parent home. Typically, it would be a athlete coming from a home where the father is absent. So, and there's a higher chance that they'll be emotional. But I guess you want a player who's if you have a player who's defensive lineman, you want him to have just that grit, that someone who's come from hard living, who like you said, just trying to get it, and they trying to they trying to save Mama. They're trying to get Mama in a better position, and that typically comes from the attitude of someone who is more emotional driven. So they're not really, I guess they're not really taking, they're not really taking, really complicated plays. Their job is kind of simple. But yeah, but yeah, he's catching hell for the things he said. But the question I ask is, did he lie? Was he lying? I mean, again, this is someone who's played both positions on the field, offense and, from my understanding, he played both offensive and defensive line. I believe he was a quarterback. He has played a quarterback. He's been different. He's been on many different teams. Did he lie? Was he just plainly stating that certain attributes that a player has makes him better suited for certain positions? Which I think there's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's only wrong if you're quick to jump on his words and make him come out as though he's tearing someone down rather than stating facts, or at least making general statements that can be backed up by some statistical data. But I was the reason why I was laughing and being in the video because I wanted to do like a recap. I wanted to watch the video again just to make sure I heard what he said properly, and so I can share my 2 cents. And it was funny, and I could tell he was, and I truly believe he was talking about himself when he brought up defensive line because it came out natural. The descriptions he gave came out so natural. It flowed from him as if he's either lived that or he's seen it in many other players he's been around throughout his NFL career. I assume he played college football and from coaching. But please, some of you think Deion Sanders was in the right when he said you think he was telling the truth? You think he was just being insensitive, which I guess a lot of people are being insensitive nowadays, and I actually think it's a good thing. I think sometimes you can have too much sensitivity. But please share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. If you guys like the channel, please check out my older videos and look forward to new videos to come. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see what I can do to address them. If you want to make a donation to the channel, go to my YouTube homepage, look for the PayPal link and the Cash App link. All donation amounts are appreciated. But you guys take care. It was Coach Prime. It was Coach Prime right when he said, "I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care. Be safe. Stay strapped. God bless."